Hi guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel. This is Awande Lutuli, also known as Mr. Manandi Nandi. If this is your first time on this channel, I would like to humbly ask you to please press that subscribe button, man, and join this wonderful family. Okay. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you very much, man, for clicking on today's video. My name is Awande Lutuli, and we are here on this channel. We are all about career development, career growth, and if that is the content that you like, please consider, man, subscribing and joining this wonderful family as we are conquering those degrees, as we are conquering those interviews, as we are on our way of becoming our aspired careers. Okay. All right, guys. Today, man, I just want us to speak about, in fact, we are now at the end of the year, and we know that I always do this video where I give you my summary of how that year was to me. So even today I want us to speak about that, where we reflect on how was the year 2026 was to me, and also even the plans that I had beginning of the year. And this is a very important exercise. This is a very, very important exercise, guys. Especially because I believe that before you go to the new year, you have to sit down with yourself and determine what you have achieved and what you did not achieve, and what are the things that you must do, to make sure that you improve. So this is a very, very important exercise. All right, so I have my notes here. These are my notes, so yeah, I'll be looking at it right here. Okay. So without wasting any time, guys, let us go straight on our today's video. Guys, man, uh the year 2026 was 50-50. Okay. It was difficult, and but also the difficultness that one faced, at the end of the day, man, we ended the year on a different note. So, and we give God that glory for that. Okay, so yeah, and first things first, beginning of the year, um, I think the goals that I really had beginning of the year, number one was to finish my degree. In fact, I wanted to finish my degree, guys, beginning of the year after like writing the special exam, because if you will remember the year 2024, I was left with only one module to finish my degree that I failed on my first semester, which was managerial accounting 3A. Then I was given a chance to come and write the special exam for that module. So I wanted to finish my degree in February. Okay, so yeah, so that was the goal, and also my other goal was to start my CTA immediately after finishing my degree, because the goal is to become a CA, right? And um, also to get a job, right? That will be able to help me fund my CTA. And yeah, man, that was the goal. And obviously, another goal was to open a young professional account. So yeah, what have I achieved this year on that? The career goals. Okay, so what I have, guys, I have like a 5-year plan, and then or if yeah, a 5-year plan, or a 5-year vision that in the next 5 years I want to see myself here. And what I then do is to have short-term goals, which I then make it be on year basis, right? And then I do certain things to achieve those things on year basis. so that I can be able to reach that 5-year vision. Okay, now beginning of the year, guys, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It's not easy to study during the festive season. It's not easy to study during the festive season. I hope that I am audible because there is rain outside. Okay, so yeah, beginning of the year, it was not easy. What was happening is that I was preparing for my special exam, right? And a lot happened there. I went to write my special exam in February, all right? Um, and then unfortunately, I failed that special exam. And I remember when the results came, it was on Wednesday, and the registration was closing on Friday. And I didn't have money for registration. And yeah, God came through for me. I don't want to lie. God touched different people's hearts, and I was able to get money for registration. I remember that um, there, there was a lecturer of mine that paid for me like 1,000 rand straight to the school's account. Another lecturer gave me 1,100 to pay for my registration. For me at that time, I had like around 1,050. So I took that money straight to the school's account. Um, at church as well, they assisted me with about there was a family that gave me like 1,000 rand, and there was another family that gave me like 1,100, you know, and different people, man. Others were giving me 200 rands. There was this one person who gave me like 500. They just paid straight to the school's account, and different people, as I've said it, friends as well. They paid Boma 20 rands, 40 rands, 60 rands, and so forth. Others 100 rands, and I was able to cover them. I was able to cover what I was able to cover the whole fees for the semester. All right. So yeah, I was able to cover for the whole fees for the semester. Yeah, man, that is the grace of the Lord. I don't want to lie. That is the grace of the Lord. Yeah, and people were sharing my story to different people. I remember there is this CA that shared my story with her colleagues, and he was telling them that the money that you guys were going to buy your lunch today, please use it to pay some girls a registration fee. So yeah, I really appreciate that, and we give God the glory for that. And now, when it came to studying, man, it was so interesting. It was so interesting. I remember I went there, energized and all of that, and yeah. And shout out to Abasa, and that organization assisted me a lot. That organization assisted me a lot. Yeah, that organization assisted me a lot. I really appreciate them as well. Now, when I then came to, I started studying and all of that. All right. I knew almost, I knew my story, right? And I went to write my exam. In fact, my test, the first test, right? We only write 2 tests. And then the first test came, and then as I was there, I wrote right, sharp. Then when I got to my room, I checked the paper again, question paper, and I started answering that question. I'm like, why now I'm giving different answers, from the one that I was giving at the exam room, right? And yeah, I made like one mistake which costed me like 50% of the paper, and I ended up getting like 30% on that paper, right? 30%, as in 30 over 100, right? And it was bad. And remember that I think what was more difficult is that once I failed on this one, then I would have to leave the institution for good. So that was kind of like difficult for me, right? And yeah, man, but I soldiered on, and yeah, and then I wrote the second test. By the grace of God, I passed that test. I got like 55%. I don't know where it came. Like really, I don't know where it came. So I passed that. So I got like 55% if I'm not mistaken, right? And I will towards the well, I then went to write the main exam, and then the main exam. Ah man, I don't know what happened in the main exam, but I failed it. The result were like 41 or 42%. 42%. Yeah, the result were like 42%. So I had to then start preparations forward for the supplementary exam. But at least I kind of like expected that anything can happen. So just after writing my main exam, I was preparing for the special exam, just in case things come out negatively. Okay, I think what was happening is that this is like my final semester, and this is like the last time UK10 gave me a chance. So I have to, make sure that I get this thing. So yeah, that is what happened. So yeah. Um, then I got and then I passed the supplementary exam. I got the result while I was at a camp. So yeah, but I'm going to speak about the camp as well. So yeah, I got the result while I was on a camp on the 11th of July. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that is what happened in terms of studying and all of that. All right. So I was unable to achieve that goal to finish my degree in February. However, I finished my degree this year though. Okay. So yeah. Then I think you've seen that I also got the VECWEC. So I want to speak about that as well. Well, I got the VECWEC this year. I was not planning to get a VECWEC, but I was like I'll just jump straight into it. So what happened is that during the accounting professions day, I met this company that I worked for in 2024, where I was doing the VECWEC in 2024, right? And when I went there, I went to them, and I greeted them, and they're like, "Some girl, oh, where have you been? We've been looking for you," and all of that. I was like, "Okay," and then they told me that and then there was their HR manager there, and then we communicated. And I was told that there were spaces opening and all of that, so I had to send my things and all of that, right? Sharp. Then later in May, when I was preparing for my exam, they called me asking my availability the following week, the whole week, to come and assist them to meet deadlines for my VECWEC, right? And then I will come as a VECWEC student. I was like, okay, sharp, I will come. Already I knew what I need to come with, because it was not my first time doing my VECWEC there. And the HR manager even told me that the audit managers were happy with my work that I did the previous year in 2024. So yeah, I went there. I believe that I excelled in my job. In fact, I did excel with my job, especially because we were auditing a law firm, where I was working on a law firm audit, the trust accounts and all of that. And it was kind of like similar to what I did the previous year in 2024. So it wasn't that difficult. I think what was most difficult was the audit that I worked on the following week, which was a non-professional organization. So that was very difficult. Yeah. So I went there, man, and yeah, things were. I believe that things were quite good. it was a good experience. It was a good experience as well. I also got to meet like the directors for the first time. I've never met the directors there. I only met the audit manager, so I got to meet the directors, and we had a good conversation with one of the directors. That's yeah, I we had a very good conversation, man, with one of the directors there. And they also told me that they appreciate my work, that they are happy. The director told me that they were happy with my work, they were happy with my contribution, you know. So yeah, man, we did that. Okay. Um, um, and then just after that, I was then invited for an interview for Psycha Camp, to be a Psycha Camp leader. And I passed that interview, and I was then called to come and be a camp leader. For the first time, man, for the first time I was a camp leader. For the first time I attended a camp. Yeah, so I went there and then I became a camp leader for the first time in 2025, which was held at La Mercy. So yeah, and it was a good experience. I don't wanna lie. The relationships that one created there, I believe that it were good relationships that that are working for me currently and that are still going to work for me, not just for me only. I believe even for those individuals, man, especially the students that that are doing becoming accounting, like especially those who are doing CTA. Others are doing their final years at Unizulu and all of that. So those were camp leaders, right? And yeah, and and also making like a positive impact on another student, man. It was so amazing, but at first it was difficult because for me, because it was as much as I have like an experience in leadership, right? But it was a different experience now. It was a challenging one, but I learned, and I believe that I did my work there better. Okay. So yeah, that is what happened. And then on the 11th of July, and then I got my result, and it was just something else. And my colleagues at Camp Leaders congratulated me. They sang a song and all of that. I tried to not tell them that I just finished my degree, but there was this guy that we were waiting for the result with at the camp. We were both coming from UKZN. He was coming from Westville. I was coming from PMP. He's the one who told them. He's the one who told them. But yeah, man, I really appreciated that. So yeah. And then, guys, um, yeah, I then I got my degree, as I've said that. So I got the degree completed, right? And then I remember just after getting my degree completed, and then I then went on LinkedIn. I updated my LinkedIn on the 11th of July, right? And then on the 16th of July, I received a LinkedIn DM and a LinkedIn DM, and that is when I got the job that I'm currently working at as a junior accountant, right? So yeah, now that is the part that I was like, what? I didn't believe it. I was like, I don't believe it. I will believe it until when I now get the contract and all of that. So yeah, we got that, man, on LinkedIn, and I want to encourage each and every one of us, guys, to utilize our social media platforms. Let us utilize our social media platforms, guys. Okay. So yeah, man, and it has been a good experience working as a junior accountant. It has been a good experience, and I believe that I'm learning and I'm growing there. And yeah, and I'm doing certain certificates. In fact, I'm currently doing. I just want to, just for me, so that I can be able to be developed more. I'm doing QuickBooks, and next year I'm planning to do Sage. I think Sage is part of my plans next year. I want to do Sage. But also another thing that is part of my plans next year is starting my CTA from February. Okay. From Milpark Education. That is the institution that I've decided because if you remember last year, it was in between Richard Business School, Milpark, and Edivos, right? Those were institutions where I was like, I will have to choose either of these. I will have to choose from these three institutions, right? So yeah, man, that is what happened to me in year 2026. I met great people in 2026. I made friends with different people, and I think what was challenging is to be in a new city, in a new province that is far from home. And yeah, that was challenging. I don't want to lie. And still today, it is still challenging. I don't think that I'm now used into being in a new city. But through God, man, things are happening. And through God, I'm getting used into a new environment, and I'm meeting new people, and it's really amazing. But I think my biggest highlight, guys, for the year, in year 2025, it's this one. It's this one. All right. So this is my biggest highlight for year 2026. I mean, for year 2025, this is my biggest highlight. Right. So yeah, the pictures just came, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Okay. So yeah, this is my biggest highlight. I finally graduated after 7.5 years of doing the Pico accounting. So yeah, and what I've learned in 2025 is to trust in God. The Bible says, trust in the Lord your God and not lean on your own understanding. Yes, I've been reciting that verse, I know. But I think it just gave me that, man, that just lean on God, lean on God, lean on God. I still can't believe, I still can't believe it, but I've just seen God working, doing His things, man, in my life. I'm just seeing the hand of the Lord in every step that I take. As the Bible says, the steps of a righteous man are ordered by the Lord, So yeah, I'm just seeing His hand, man, on each and every step that I take. And yeah, I really thank God for that. I believe that, okay, well, I took for the first flight in year 2025. In August when I went to Gauteng to meet my colleagues and all of that. So the company bought the flight ticket for me, and yeah, it was a quite pleasing experience for the first time. The second flight was not a good experience, and yeah, I bought a flight ticket and by me from my own pocket in November when I went to the church conference. From Gauteng to KZN. So yeah, that was a good experience. That was a good experience, and I'm here, guys, to just encourage each and every one of you to reflect on what happened on your year, and also have a plan on what you are going to change in the year 2025. Be disciplined. Be disciplined, guys. And for me, I think I have to be disciplined this year. In fact, this year, I really need to be disciplined this year, especially on my studies, especially because I will be doing my CTA. And I don't know, guys, but yeah, I really need to be disciplined on my work, on my studies, on my finances. Those three. I really need to be disciplined in year 2026. So yeah, I finally graduated. I finished my degree, as much as it was not in February, but I met that goal in 2025. I, you know, unfortunately, I did not start my CTA. Okay, so yeah. Well, financially, I think it was the what is this? What is this savings account, guys? What is it called? But where you save the money and you can get that money anytime you want. You know, emergency funds. I wanted to build that for that account. I failed. So yeah, in 2026, that is what I really I really need to be disciplined on that as well. So yeah, and I believe that God will help me with that. And yeah, and I see that okay, I need to practice some self-control on my finances. Okay, in 2025 because I see that okay, we might have a problem in certain areas. So yeah, yeah, man. Guys, thank you very much for watching this video till this far. And this was the last video in year 2025. Let me see you in year 2026. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I wish you all the best in year 2026. And please, guys, do those reflections. Do a plan for the year 2026. What do you want to achieve in year 2026? Okay. Let me put it in this way. Firstly, what is your 5-year plan, right? Two, what can you do in year 2026 to achieve your 5-year plan, all right? And on top of that, stay on your plan, all right? Stay on your plan. In year 2026, we'll be speaking more on career development and career growth, okay? And yeah, I've been doing a certain research. You see, I've been doing a certain research, and yeah, on career growth, and we'll speaking more on that. Okay, what was your biggest highlight in year 2025? Let us speak on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do comment, do like the video, do share the video with your friends.